Strand or her family.
Fox's Casey Siegel. America's listening to Fox News. From around the world. You wish I was in. Upgrade your experience with a free trial. Uh-oh. It's buzzed. Oh, yeah? Yeah, he started with the whoops.
But with Peloton, motivation that moves you. Hurry, this limited time offer ends December 25th. Visit onepeloton.com to learn more. It's December 25th. Cannot be combined with other offers. See additional terms at onepeloton.com.
This view was worth the hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, on Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screen. Plus, at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Colon is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon.
92%?
Yup, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
Come strengthen your pack at the new Great Wolf Lodge in Antigua. With over 50 attractions, we wanted to see how many we can name in the remaining.
Canyon Run, Oliver's Moonstone Maze, 10-Paw Bowling, Howler's Peak Ropes Course, Magi Quest, Swagtail Time, a 4-story waterfall.
40 more to go. And now that a getaway to Great Wolf Lodge in Manteca is just a short ride away, please have time to experience every attraction at the lodge. Great Wolf Lodge, strengthen the pack.
Where can you smell fresh pine from the curbside pickup line? Lowe's, actually. Explore the holiday fun and check out every gift on your list during Winterfest at Lowe's, where you can save $100 on 3-inch flat-top grill, now $299. Or your choice of a DeWalt 20-volt max brushless drill kit or impact driver kit for just $99. Experience all of the festivities of Winterfest now. Only at Lowe's. Home to any possibility. Offer valid through 12/21 while supplies last.
An opinion. Thankfully, the sports opinions you trust are ready to stream on TuneIn. Our all-in-one audio app brings together your favorite sports talk stations with all the analysis,
Clearly, this is a situation.
all the projections, and all of the heated debates. So you can stay in the game even between games. Plus, TuneIn also brings you live play-by sports podcasts on demand and so much more. Hear it all here on TuneIn.
The podcasts you love are all here on TuneIn. Now we're here with a little pro tip. You can download episodes right to your phone, whether you want episodes at the beach with no service.
Start, Megan, by talking about the elephant in the room, so to speak.
Okay.
Everything that has happened in the last week.
Or you want to binge a whole show on your next
is volatile, but I do have to say that the recent statement by Pennington, it doesn't come as a surprise. It doesn't really mark a moment.
download feature can save those episodes right to your phone. No connection required. Page, then tap those 3 little dots next to the
MSNBC, of all places, acknowledging that Twitter had a much closer relationship with Democrats than Republicans. So let's just get this out of the way. They were favoring the Democrats. On what matters. Now, you know who's not going to lose focus on what matters? The Republican-controlled House. They are going to investigate. You understand? In the run-up to this election, the only thing that mattered was to get Trump out and just get him out. We got to get him out. Get him out of there. We got to get him out. Okay, well, the good news is they got him out. That has ultimately resulted in what? Republicans taking back control of the House, and they are now looking into this. Why? Because the American people, not the Republican Party, he screwed it up for himself. I mean, you're going to get mad at me for saying this, but anybody who read Trump's Truth Social post, okay, when you talk about unforced errors, Trump posted on Truth Social that this is grounds to invalidate the 2020 election and have a new one. And if that's not the case, we have to throw out the rules, even if it means the ones in the Constitution. Guys, I understand they wronged Trump. I'm agreeing with you. But if you think you win anybody over to the cause by saying it's time to rip up the Constitution, you're missing the point. The point is not, okay, that the election is stolen. The point is that Biden is compromised, and we were denied an opportunity as the American people to vet him. Now, yes, that may taint the outcome of the election, but it's not the same thing as them stealing it. I don't want to have a semantic debate with you because the truth is, let's say I come around to your point of view and I go, is that actually going to change the outcome of the election?
The answer would be no.
No. Okay, but what needs to change is our collective intellectual curiosity when it comes to Joe Biden and his compromising associations through his son Hunter.
I agree with that.
But here's Brendan Buck, at least to his credit, saying obviously the Democrats were in bed with Twitter. Clip 5.
There is a long-running theme through Republican politics right now that big tech has censored conservatives. The term shadow banning, all these things that people talk about, how free speech from just conservatives has been muzzled. And I think they're going to use this, whether or not it actually shows anything of that. I think what it does show is that had a close relationship with Democrats, much closer relationship than with Republicans. And that is enough. That is enough to have Republicans say, aha, this is exactly what we have been talking about. We have been cast aside. People are censoring our speech.
Listen, he's telling the truth. They have been censoring conservative speech. But that's not the fight we should be having. Okay? Michael Steele is a dope. Used to be an RNC chair. Now, does some shows over at Sirius. We run a lot of the same social circles. He's a dope. He's a sellout. He's a guy like, he's an MSNBC Republican, which is like a CNN Republican. A CNN Republican is like a chicken that works on the board at Popeyes. They're not going to those board meetings with the best interests of their fellow chickens in mind.
I think he's got a point.
Okay, that's these guys. When they go on these shows, they go on as, I'm branded a Republican and I'm going to take every single Democrat position. Michael Steele makes a living by taking the Democratic side as a Republican. That's the gig. Okay? Michael Steele is a Democrat at heart. He is horrified that his side could be in trouble because he's one of the guys that was calling this Russian disinformation. He's not going to jail or anything. But the point is, their side could lose power over something like this. So his argument now is that Elon Musk is undermining free speech. Are you follow? Can you even wrap your head around that? Well, this guy's speaking freely. That's undermining free speech. Straight clam. Here he is in a pair of size 22 shoes. 6.
I guess with Musk is to prove that, hey, I'm the right kind of Republican, meaning I'm a Trump Republican. I'm a, election denying Republican. I don't know what kind of Republican he is. I mean, probably next year he'll be an independent or a Democrat, depending on how the wind blows. But the reality of it is putting those things back on the platform, juxtaposition with the argument that he's all about free speech, really undermines some of the central tenets of free speech. Is that it is about, yes, the freedom of you to say things, but not at the harm or expense of someone else.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Hang your hat on that last sentence. Free speech, it's not about saying something at the expense of someone else. Okay, in theory, sounds like he's, making a good point that looks out for every single American. The problem is, by not being able to say something, we now elect a president at the potential peril of everybody else. You're absolutely right. But again, this whole semantic square dance, here she goes round and round, The bigger issue is not that. They're pivoting to whether Elon Musk is a good guy or Matt Taibbi, the reporter who broke the story for Elon, is a bad guy. No, the issue is the laptop is real. When you're right, you're right. Right. So let me give you this, though, because this is what they're trying to do on the left. They're trying to make this an argument about free speech and Elon Musk and Matt Taibbi. But you know what no one's talking about? No one's talking about what the Bidens did.
That is correct.
This is more of the same big media type collusion. They set a narrative. All right, well, the Twitter stuff's out. Yes, no, we know the Democrats had favoritism coming from Twitter. We know they pass interfered on the election, swung the outcome. Okay, we know this to be true. We know people are going to be mad. What's the hook here? How do we do it? Do we say it's not true? Do we say, yeah, but Trump had lunch with Kanye because he's a dope? What do we do here? Oh, we go after Matt Taibbi. Okay, let's go after Matt Taibbi. Here are 27 most embarrassing reactions to Matt Taibbi's threat about Twitter censoring the Hunter Biden tweets. You can thank Caleb Howe over at Mediaite. Oh, wow. He published this a short while 2 days ago anyway, over the weekend, so this is probably up to about 80 now. Here's Ben Collins, that dope, been making all of the wrong headlines for his takes on democracy and free speech and everything in between. This is his reaction to Matt Taibbi. Imagine throwing it all away to do PR work for the richest person in the world. That is humiliating. That's Ben. Okay, here's Chris Hayes of MSNBC, watching some of the most famous, most powerful and richest men red pill themselves into disaster. Pretty wild. Here's Mehdi Hassan. He's one of the part-time racism guys at MSNBC. You have like you're like a handyman. You drive around with a van and fix stuff in people's houses, which is a great gig, by the way. Work for yourself. Get to pick your own music in the car. And a couple McDonald's sandwiches for lunch. You make your own time. It's like a racket and a half. Okay, but the part-time racism guy is that. You're an MSNBC weekend guy. We need somebody to come over here and call people racist. All right, yeah, we'll be down there 11:15. What's that going to run me? Just my dignity. Don't worry. Okay, here's Mehdi Hassan. Imagine volunteering to do online PR work for the world's richest man on a Friday night in service of nakedly and cynically right, and then pretending you're speaking truth to power. This is all in response to Matt Taibbi publishing the Hunter Biden files. Here's Elias Cepeda. Watching Matt's unbelievable fall into lazy, reactionary commentator hand for the world's richest man. Are you noticing a narrative here? World's richest man. Here's Justin Barrett. On his Substack, Matt Taibbi tells his readers that he had to agree to certain conditions to do the Hunter Biden laptop thread for Musk. Do you understand what's going on here? Is talking about what's in the emails. No one's talking about, oh yeah, Twitter colluded. No one's talking about, oh yeah, the Bidens are corrupt. They're trying to make this about, well, let's discredit the messenger. They say you don't shoot the messenger. In the Democratic parlance, not only do you shoot the messenger, but you throw him off the side of a bridge when you're done. Here's Simon Owens, from calling Goldman Sachs a vampire squid to giving free PR to the world's richest billionaire. Man, what a career journey. This is all about Matt Taibbi. Trier. This thread should be taught in journalism school as...
Bathroom's so bad now.